Really bad as glory, so I promise I ain't playing. Ay, don't disturb me while I'm praying. Shorty tryna chill, she hit my line like what you saying. Yeah, don't disturb me while I'm praying. Ay.
Welcome back to The Way That You Live the Life. It's your girl Glory, and this is my good friend Christine.
Guys, I'm Nigerian too. I'm Igbo. 20. I'm a nursing student. I love God, you know.
So I'm thinking of starting this new segment. I don't know if it's a segment, but like whenever I have a guest talking about something different with me, I'm gonna ask them how deep is their faith. So how deep is your faith, Christine?
Well, so I remember when I was 13, I went to an overnight Christian camp called Scott Mission. Whoever went there, they already know what I'm talking about. So anyways, like this camp really touched me. Like that was when like I gave my life to God, to Christ. And I realized and I saw Christ in like a different way because my family, we were brought up in like a Catholic church. So, you know, Catholic churches are really boring, you know, no offense to like you Catholic people over there, but like they're really boring, like to me, right? So,
me too.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, Sunday you go to church and you come back, but like I never prayed, you know, by myself unless my mom forced
It didn't like make you want to learn more.
Yeah, so, you know, like I did not know who God was, right? So when I went to the camp, for the first time, like it was amazing, you know. I got to meet other people, you know, talk to different people about like, you know, Christ and like faith and stuff. So it like that's one experience I can never forget, that overnight camp for a week. Like it was so amazing. So yeah, that was when like I, you know, gave my life to Christ, and like I realized, you know, God is real, like God is love, you know, like I cannot deal without him. I can't do anything without him.
So thank you for that. So today, our topic for today is friendship, toxic relationships, dealing with friends, all that, who you hang out with. So my question for you is, have you ever like struggled with any friends or?
Of course. Anyways, so like one thing I really struggled with is, you know, going above and beyond for my so-called friends. You know, like doing too much, you know. I'm not saying like it's not good to do too much, but like, you know,
if you're not receiving anything back,
if you're not, yeah, like, and I'm not getting anything in return, you know, like.
Yeah, like it's better to give than to receive. But if you're giving and you're not like receiving like
the
love
energy's
or
not there,
yeah, then there's no point of you doing it.
That's one thing I struggle with. It like I learned the hard way basically. So Glory, have you ever struggled with any of your friendships or relationships?
Of course, who hasn't? But most of my life, or all of my life, up until a few months ago, I like called everyone my friend. Everyone was my friend. You were my friend. You were my friend. The neighbor was my friend. Like in a conversation, someone would ask me, "Oh, who's that?" I'd be like, "Oh, that's my friend." So a few months ago, I realized that wasn't the right thing to say. Because like, I mean, friend is good, but like there's so much more than being a friend. Like a friend isn't just a friend. You can't just say, "Oh, she's my friend," and it doesn't mean anything to you. So that's like I was saying that, and it didn't really mean anything to me because they really weren't my friend. Or it's just like using that word wisely, and knowing when to use it and who you use it with. So everyone was my friend, and I didn't take that into consideration until a few months ago, and I had to think to myself, okay, Gloria, who can you truly count on? Who can you really say, okay, that person is my friend, and know what that means, and know that the things they've done and the things you've done for each other actually proves that. And and I was watching this video which made me realize that it was talking about like how not everyone's your friend. People are either your friend, they're either a friend, a follower, or something else. I forgot.
I remember my dad growing up, he always said it's not good to have too much friends, or like your friends are not your friends. Yeah. I used to laugh at him like, "Yo, Dad, like be quiet." You know?
Like we laugh at our parents like they don't know what they're talking about.
Now that I'm grown, you know, I experienced life, you know, a little bit, and like I'm like what he said was true.
Yeah, and like my mom always realized that I had way too many friends, and I was going out with like different people. And she had to tell me so many times, Glory, like you have, like she always asked me like, who's your best friend, like who's your friend that you can count on call, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I had to like actually think that that through, and she said you can't have more than 2-3 friends, max 5.
So I was like, what?
Yeah, same. But it makes sense. You can't tell everybody your business. No one needs to know your business.
Exactly.
Only people you can trust and like count on and can give you like good advice. So I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. So I'm kind of like taking this year to like realize who's really there, who's like
who's not.
Yeah. The verse for today's topic, friendship, is we have 2 verses for today's topic. It is Proverbs 18:24, which is, a man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks stronger than a brother. And then Proverbs 13 verse 20, which says, he who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. So it's kind of like you are who you hang out with. Like, he who walks with the wise is wise. You choose your friend who make you want to do better, who make you want to grow, who make you want to chase your own dreams, and they can also help you do that.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
So I wrote some things down. So like how to deal with toxic friendships or relationships. Number 1, so realize it's okay to go your separate way. So I feel like once you realize, I'm not happy in this friendship, or I'm not happy in this relationship,
That's a benefit.
There's no benefit. Once you realize, then it's good for you to move on. Don't, like, once you sense like there's negativity or like you're not happy, move on. Second one is let yourself move on.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Like, just move on.
Yeah, because we have, for me in general, I would realize something and not like talk about it because I'm not used to talking about it. So I just let it slide and it will be constant. And so like, it was hard for me to like move on and hard for me to like tell this person okay, or like remove the person out of my life basically. So I couldn't really do that. So that one is really important because it's okay to move on because that person is not going to be there forever. Friends come and go. So you can't force a friendship to happen because if it's not meant to be, it won't be.
Not meant to be.
Yeah, God puts people in your life and moves them like this, and we realize that we like worry too much, but you don't have to worry because God has someone better for you to take you to where He wants to take you with that friend. God made friendship, like He put us on this earth. Part of the reason He put us on this earth was to have friends and to have someone to talk to, converse with, and to help each other grow in our goals and etc.
And the third one is try and talk to people. Basically, like if you're going through something, try and talk to either someone who you trust. Yeah, it could be your sister, brother. Yeah, it doesn't have to be or like another friend that you trust, or like your mom or your dad, or like just any type of relative, someone who could give you advice and who you could like trust and talk to. I feel like it's best to talk to someone who you trust so that you won't have all your feelings balled up, so that you could just let go in a way, right? Because for me, like, I like to talk about what I'm going through, either if it's small or if it's not a big deal. So I know if I'm bugging, people will know. Like, I always say, I'm like, I just want to like tell you this so that I know if I'm bugging. If you know, okay. So because sometimes, sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I'm just overdoing it, or like I'm just acting up for no reason, right?
Yeah, I was gonna ask thing.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, it's okay. Try and talk about it.
So okay, let me just read it again. So try and talk about it. Oh, you still can.
It's okay.
So that people try to talk to people about your feelings so that you can.
Oh yeah, because that's how. It's better to talk about it than to keep things inside and like bottle it up, because that's how loneliness comes to play, and that's how depression,
anxiety.
One of the key problems in our world, depression, anxiety, all those things. So it's better to talk about it than to keep it inside. I know you like, I don't know, I'm the type to not talk about it sometimes because I just don't feel like talking about it, or
like maybe you just don't want to feel judged in a way.
Yeah, it was just all sorts of things going through my mind because I've been through that before. I didn't want to tell people, like, I don't know, I just didn't like talking about things like that because I wanted people to know that I was happy, it was okay. So I didn't want them to have a problem. Yeah, so I chose not to talk about it, and then it affected me. So then I started talking about it, and look, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
It makes me feel better.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yeah. So I have a little like, I guess like quotes that like I wrote a year ago. Okay, and I read. So some friends come into your life and cloud your spirit and mind. We need to ask ourselves, will this friend or this relationship bring me closer to Jesus, or is it going to remove the beauty of what God has begun in my life?
Yeah. So if you choose to decide to follow Jesus, you're gonna have to hang out with more of those people who know better than you, and like
that's
who
why
are.
I'm happy I have someone like that.
And I have other people too who know more than me and who are more wise than me, because I also struggle and face temptation and all these things that I need to talk about, because we all do. So we need to have that person who we can trust, whose faith is more advanced, strong, and who can help you. They can help you and has been through that themselves, and they can tell you truthfully, and guide you and all that stuff. That's part of having the right company and knowing who's truly there for you, because the right people will tell you the right things and not put all these things in your mind. But yeah. Okay. So I was going through my notes from a few years ago. I don't know how long this was, maybe 10. But it talks about how to develop lasting relationships. Most of you may need to hear this.
Yes.
Open up your Bibles and your ears. So the first note is
write them down, please.
love God, people as you would love yourself. So basically, treat people the way you would want to be treated, because we'll all want to feel good about ourselves in the end. So if you know you want to be treated this way, you're gonna treat someone the way you want to be treated.
Because karma is real.
Yep. So I want to be treated loving, kind. I want to be treated like I deserve everything. So I need to give people that. I need to give more and receive less, and be happy that I'm giving instead of receiving. And I'm gonna want that from someone else. And then so the 6 marks of a real friend. The first one is a real friend is committed, and that is found in Proverbs 18 verse 24.
Some friends may ruin you, but a real friend will be more loyal than a brother.
Yeah. So all the fake friends you get, you notice that they're always bringing you down, always making you think of things you shouldn't be thinking, always making you overthink
or feel bad.
Yeah. And then the real ones will tell you, no, this is what happened, but you can get through this. This is what happened, but there's always a way to bring you up, give you good advice. Yeah. Second one is a real friend is considerate. Proverbs 17 verse 9.
Whoever forgives someone's sin makes a friend, but the one who tells about the sin breaks up friendship.
Yeah, that's just like forgiving and forgetting. The more you forgive, the more you'll feel good about yourself and not want to think about the past and hold on to and have grudges, because grudges are the worst. They're the worst. Oh gosh.
I remember I used to hold grudges for years. I'm like, what am I really doing?
Yeah, and I just realized it's foolishness.
Just forgive and let go. Yeah. Like holding grudges is not good. Like
the third one is a real friend is confidential. Proverbs 11:13.
Okay, so a person who gossips can't keep secrets, but a trustworthy person can keep a secret.
Yeah, some of you girls, man, know how to talk. Like focus on your own life. Why are you talking about someone else's life? It's not your life, it's theirs. Like, yeah, they probably did something, but just leave it. Just be like, okay, they should have done this, instead of like gossiping about them. Help them figure that out. But yeah, I used to gossip a lot.
Oh.
Not even me, like I just listened to people gossip and we just talked about it. But I was involved in the gossiping. But I have changed. 4, a real friend is candid. Proverbs 27 verse 5 and 6.
It is better to correct someone openly than to love him and not show it. The slap of a friend can be trusted to help you, but the kisses of an enemy are nothing but lies. Jesus. I thought that's...
So, verse 5, I'm going to touch on verse 5. Okay, so why did you feel that?
Because it's like, so verse 5 and I read, but the kisses of an enemy are nothing but lies. That really touched me because it's like, you know, this is someone who is that you think, you know, has your back, but like has, you know, bad intentions toward you. You know, so it's not genuine.
I'm gonna touch on verse 5.
It is better to correct someone openly than to love him and not show it.
Yeah, so I remember one time we had a family friend over in my house, and then they were leaving, and I usually like wait for people to leave outside with my parents after they talk for long hours. I usually wait for them to say okay, goodbye, and then so I remember talking to one of my aunts or uncle, like my dad and my mom, and I said something to my dad because I thought he said something wrong, so I corrected him, but in public. So then after they left,
that's not what you do.
After they left,
What African parents?
Yeah. After they left, my mom told me like you shouldn't have done this, and I didn't really understand why, because like it's the same thing as
because they would do that. They would do that to you in public.
Corrected me.
Yeah.
My mom doesn't do that.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Some
my
people,
parents.
yeah, some people are different. I wrote here, compliment in public, correct in private. And when they're talking about it is better to correct someone openly, is like being able to talk about it, and not like openly like in public, but like openly like in a conversation. Yeah. So my mom did that. She did that openly, and she was able to talk to me and tell me like what I did was wrong, because she loved me and she wanted me to do better. So she wanted me to make that same mistake again, because it wasn't good of me, because it just made my dad look bad, and it wasn't my place basically. The second verse is Proverbs 24 verse 26.
So an honest answer is as pleasing as a kiss on the lips.
So that that means an honest answer is sweet. And that I wrote here is how to be a true candid friend, to be open and able to talk to someone you feel can handle what you're gonna tell them, is not going to freak out and like get mad at you. But even though they do that, they might come back and understand and say, oh, okay, I was wrong for doing this. Is being able to compliment them in public and correct them in private. Is being able to never rebuke someone until you're ready to do the same. As if you can't take correction, then why are you correcting someone else? Kind of. So there's no point of you like have this high ego and have this high pride of, oh, I don't need correction, why you tell me what to do. Yeah, but we all need correction. We all face things that we need to work on and get through. So yeah, and then correct when they are up, not down. Meaning, you wouldn't want someone to tell you something when you're in a bad mood, because someone would
Let
hate
them calm
that.
down first,
Yeah.
and then you talk to them.
Sleep on it. Wait till the next day. If you see that they're in a much better mood, then talk to them about it, and then hopefully they understand instead of doing it when
by then they'll their head will cool down.
Yeah, of course. Instead of talking to them when they're pissed or in a terrible mood, or can like punch a wall or get into a fight or whatever like that. Don't do it. So, is there anything else you want to say? All right, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's topic, today's episode. I really enjoyed it. It was a good one. I hope you guys took something out of this and start thinking about who your real friends are, who you can truly trust, who you can rely on.
Your friend.
Yeah, and also remember, not everyone is your friend. Not everyone is here for a reason, but a season. So if you see that they're slowly drifting away, just let it happen. Don't even force it, because it obviously wasn't meant to be. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to the way, the truth, and the life. Have an amazing day, guys. Stay blessed and beautiful. And remember, I love you. Christine loves you. And most importantly, God loves you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.